What does your future home look like? Is it a modern home? Maybe it's Victorian? Are you living on the west coast of LA or the east coast of Miami? Maybe you want an all-white kitchen and maybe a cute nursery for your newborn baby, a decent-sized walk-in closet, or shit, I don't know, maybe like an indoor go-kart track, or like a fucking underwater bathroom that looks like it's straight out of The Little Mermaid, or like, and then like maybe even like put a bat cave in your basement? I mean, do you think a house like that exists? Maybe. Who knows? Today we are looking at unrealistic things that people want in their future homes, which is basically a trend where people post features that they would want in their future home that is either just not possible or at the very least exceedingly rare. You know, for example, this bathroom, right? Who has a bathroom like that? King Trident. And he's all the way in Atlantis. So this would fall under the category of exceedingly rare. I mean, you're not getting that bathroom unless you're a mermaid or something. So you're probably gonna have to talk to Ursula about that. Unrealistic things I want in my future home. So you just want to live in like an old church? I mean, that's what it seems like you're describing here. Just like an old, like, European church that was made in, like, the fucking medieval ages or something like that. I mean, the thing is, like, this is cool, but I don't think I could ever, like, live in a place like that. It's just too dark, you know? Like, I don't think I'd ever be able to, like, relax in this type of environment. You know, just super rich, fancy-looking places and, like, dark, gothic, like haunted looking places are just two themes that I don't think I could live in. Because I wouldn't be able to relax. I want my house to like feel like a home. Like I want to be able to just come in through the door, just feel at ease. See, if my house looked like this, I feel like I'd always be like, shit. Is there ghosts around here? What's going on here? Boom. Ghost. Oh no, that's just a shadow.
Yo, what's up, dog?
Oh, fuck. What I also kind of find funny is that, like, this person is listing things that I would say are probably exceedingly rare. Like, big gothic windows, cathedral ceilings and shit like that. And then they just say, like, a library. And it's like, dog, that's probably one of the easiest things that you could put in your house. I mean, all you need is a bookshelf and some books, and boom, you got yourself a library. Even if it's like you want a whole room that's a library, that's all you need to do. You just have a room and you just make a library. Like, that's not really that unrealistic. What the fuck? Okay, some of those were actually pretty cool, but then others are just like, I just want a museum in my house. Like, part of these isn't even like a house. It would be like a business, you know, like a speakeasy. You could just open a business. But I would say this is sick. Like a cave spa. I mean, I don't know about it being salt. You know, I'm not someone that subscribes to the whole idea of salt rocks and shit. But just having like a cave, like pool type area, I feel like that would be pretty sick. I would want that in my house. You know, just sort of like, but maybe not the whole pool. Like, just have a pool and then just have, like, a section that's, like, a cave that you have to, like, swim into. And you can just, like, chill in there. Maybe get some nice lights going on. Set up a DJ booth or something. I don't know. Just have, like, a rave. Rave in the pool cave. You know what I mean? And like, what the fuck is this? An aura sphere? An aura sphere. I would say that my house always has an aura sphere whenever I'm there. Because I just got so much aura. I would say this one is definitely just not possible. This is just unrealistic. I mean, the beginning part, I would say is pretty possible, but other things like fucking speakeasy or like a museum closet and then like a jewelry display, it's like those are just businesses. Why would you have that in your house? Now that I would want that. A conversation pit? I'm not even joking. I want a conversation pit so bad. I don't know why they went out of fashion. A conversation pit, that is definitely something that I would want in my house. Could be kind of a hazard though, you know? late at night, you're walking around, you don't really know where you're going, and then you just fall into the pit. But you know what? I think it's worth the risk. You're like, dude, big windows with views? Oh, man. I'm so serious. I'm a sucker for big-ass windows. If you can give me, like floor-to-ceiling windows that just take up, like, a whole wall, like, just the wall. It's just a window that just faces, like, the ocean or something like that. Oh, my God. That is a dream for me. I'm not even kidding. I love big-ass windows. In a secret room, I would have that. I know this is probably just, like, so typical, but, like, having a man cave and just have it be, like, a secret room where you gotta put in, like, a secret code. You know, like I'm Bruce Wayne from Batman. You know, just go up to a piano and just play a couple keys and, like, a door opens and I'm like, boom, man cave. That's honestly kind of the dream, you know? And then that way it's, like, hidden away, so no one really knows about it, no one can really see it. So if it looks hideous to other people, no one's gonna know. No one's gonna know. I think Ariel made this. This person obviously just fucking loves the water, dude. Clearly. This is definitely unrealistic, but also, it is pretty sick, though. I mean, just look at this library. It looks like it's straight out of the Chronicles of Narnia. Honestly, I would want a library in my house, too. Just like a big room with a lot of books. Even I don't really read, though, you know? Which is... I'm not a big reader, although I kind of want to get into reading. But, like, it's kind of hard for me to, like, read a book and, like, really get, like, involved in the story. Because, like, I'm more of, like, a visual person. But I do want to get into reading. Because, you know, I kind of feel like it's a red flag if you don't really read a whole lot. Because, you know, it just kind of seems like you're illiterate. But, I mean, I have read books before, okay? Diary of a Wimpy Kid, that's a great series. No, but seriously, I would want a library and just put a bunch of books in there. And I would want to throw, like, a few, like, joke books in there. So, like, if anybody comes over to my house and they're just sort of, like, looking through my books, they may see one and they're like, yo, like, what the fuck is he reading? Like, there's, like, this one I saw where this person, they had a book that was called Meow. And it just had, like, a picture of a cat on the front. And it looked like a full-fledged book. Like, it had, like, a couple hundred pages, right? But then if you flip through the pages, every single word is just meow. There's nothing else. There's no story or anything. Everything is just meow. It's pretty stupid, but you know what? I kind of want that. Another book that I want is this book by this crazy ass author named like Quan Mills or something like that. And he makes the most ridiculous books ever. Yes, this is what I want. This hoe got roaches in her crib. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's all written by AI, but still, like, I want this book so bad. And just have that and, like, the Meow book and just put them on a coffee table of mine. So when I got people that come over, they're like, yo, what is Jay reading? It's only $13. That's insane. Maybe just add to cart. No. That's not, no. I'm not buying that. Not right now. Maybe in the future. But see, now this is unrealistic. Okay. Now, I'm not saying that I would want to live here, because first of all, that's just way too small. But I'm just saying that's unrealistic. Okay, just having the fucking submarine as like your house, that's pretty unrealistic. No woman is letting their man have this. Call me a nerd all you want, but you know what? That is sick as hell. I mean, just having like a whole like Star Wars themed space. I'm a big Star Wars fan, okay? What can I say? I even got like a couple lightsabers in here. I actually have one right up here. Yeah, this is my most recent one. This is now if you don't know what this is, you're done. We can't be friends. I would put this on display. But I got a couple other ones over there as well. You know, I got quite a few lightsabers actually. I wouldn't say this is unrealistic, although, you know, my future wife may have some qualms about me doing this. I got a few like movie props, and I would love to just have like a display case and just kind of like put them in there, but not really tell anyone what they're from. Like, for example, I'll get something. Like, I got this thing. Now, if you don't know what this is, this probably looks kind of horrifying to you if you don't know what this is, but if you don't know, first of all, what the fuck are you doing? How do you not know what this is? But this is from Indiana Jones. This is from like the first movie. I'm looking like the biggest nerd right now. But you know what? You need to nerd out.
You need to nerd out.
I just kind of want to have a display case and set some stuff up like this. Because I got this. I have like the Holy Grail from the third Indiana Jones movie. I just want to set these up in like a display case. And then when someone comes over, they're like, huh. What is that? And I can just be like, oh, you know, I found this in the jungles of the Amazon. You know, I'm a bit of a archaeologist. You know, I'm something of an archaeologist myself. But yeah, I just have this and like all my other movie props, and I don't know, maybe like get the golden egg from Harry Potter. Get that thing, put that in the display case, and so people come over, they're like, yo, what is going on here? And I'm like, you know, I'm an avid collector. I mean, how does one put it? You know, I'm an obtainer of rare antiquities.
One way of saying it.
You know, just while we're on the note of like movie stuff in my house, there used to be like this show at Universal Studios here in Florida. It was about the Terminator movies. You went in for the show and the show happened, and then when you were leaving, when you were exiting, the doors would open, and as you're walking out, like right there at the door, at the forefront, is like a statue of like the Terminator endoskeleton, and he was holding some like big ass guns or something like that. And I'm like, dude, I need that in my house. Just put it right at the front door so that everyone who walks in, that's what they're greeted with, is just the fucking Terminator. You know, like even like the lights lit up red, and like I was just sort of thinking, you get like a glass door, and you kind of make the eyes like motion sensors. So if someone tries to break into your house, they come up to the door and they start like trying to finagle the lock, and then all of a sudden like the lights turn on of the Terminator, and they look in, there's just this robot just standing there with big ass guns. But you know, honestly, we're on the precipice of that, right? Tesla bots, that could be them literally in the future. They'll be holding the big ass guns. Craziest thing I've ever seen in a mansion. That is some rich people shit. Oh my god. That's cool and all, but I just gotta say that if I was a guest at this place and I'm like just sort of walking around property, just sort of exploring things, and then I come across this, I'm like, oh, you know, what's
going on over here?
Walk down the stairs. If I walked into that, I would be scared. I would be thinking some rituals are taking place here. You know what I'm saying? Like that was scary. It was cool, but it was scary. Like, what are they doing there? What possible reason is there to have that, other than it just being cool? Just, like, walk down the stairs, and I'm like, oh my... Honey? Let's get out of here. You know, we don't need to stay for hors d'oeuvres. You know, let's just... We're gonna go. What? I don't know if that's real or that's AI, but that is sick. You just like you throw like a cave pool right in there, you know, like I was talking about before. Just put a cave through that waterfall so you can just swim through, and there's just a cave, and that's where you have like the rave going on there. The DJ's all set up, the lights are gone. The completed Bat Cave. Okay, this is a real Bat Cave. What the? This is a legit Bat Cave. Okay, I mean, there wasn't much going on inside the Batcave, but it was a pretty cool, like, design. I mean, that looked like an actual cave. Not necessarily the Batcave I would go with, but it was still pretty sick.
We have the lazy river that goes underneath the house here. So the lazy river starts through the grotto, coming out of the deep end of the pool, meanders around through here, and then out in that area over there.
So they, not only do they have a lazy river that goes under their house and all throughout their property, they also have a mini golf course there too? What? And look at this house. Look at, that is beautiful. Is that right on the ocean? That is, wow. Having a mini golf course and a lazy river. I know what house I'm buying in the future. Alright, so that's it for this video. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.